I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I push a mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work like I got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, Nine? What up, though? It's the word. Y'all see the title. We gonna talk about it. But first, y'all know what I gotta do. I gotta get into the chat. Anti-sis is on a panel. Tay Eats is on a panel. The Nine is complete. Mind, body, and soul. What it do, what the business is. We got Miss Tracy in the building. What up, Nine? Hey, Kwani, man, what up, though? What up, though, Kwani? I don't think I know you, but appreciate you coming through. I see you, mind over matter. You already know what it is, so you've been watching. I appreciate you. Oh, I know who Kwani is. Okay, Kwani. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. What up, Nine? Appreciate you. Big Mix in here. What up, brother? Appreciate you, Mix. Okay. Before we get the show started, right? We're gonna do the show. I just want to say this because this is in my chat. You know, tried to come on here and be great, you know, but people, what's that song? I'm gonna be a little petty, man. It always feels like somebody watching me, and I have no privacy. Like, come on, man. Whatever feelings or emotion. Look, I'm a married man. Whoever got all this energy for me, evidently, I'm not paying attention to you. I have no problem with nobody on this internet. You know, you don't hear me talk. You put Marlene. I don't know why you put Marlene's name in there. I have no issue with Marlene. I really don't. People, I changed. I told you I changed. You have to change. You change with time. If I'm doing something else, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something else. That's a change. Change occurs. But karma's way, you know, I didn't block you because I understand who you are. And that's okay. But if you got some type of problem, be an adult. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. That's all you got to do is reach out. You know, I can't be what people want me to be. I'm not. I'm going to be what I was supposed to be. You know, people get...
Obviously, you've been a different type of way because you've been doing, you know, you changed 2 months ago.
But it was never really a change because they didn't really get to know me. No one really got the opportunity to know me. You know, you interacted with me on the internet, on a live. That's not getting to know me. Because if you did get to know me, you'll realize it's much more to me than what you see on the internet. But no, people put this imagination in their head like they do celebrities. You get this imagination of who this person is, and when you see difference, then you're disappointed. But that's your fault. That's not mine. I told you I am only what I'm allowed to be, and I'm gonna always be what I want to be, regardless. I always said that. Never deferred from that or anything. And the people who took the time to get to know me, they seen that. And tonight, I'm gonna talk about a little bit later, um, and you'll understand why I'm the way I am if you take the time to listen. You'll understand. You know, um, we all go through things, and those things mold us and shape us. We all can go through the same thing, but experience it different, and that's what's gonna mold us. That's what's gonna turn us to who we are. That's what's gonna shape us. Just because you see life one way and you feel it's supposed to be this way, that might not be my way. You can't get mad at me for that. You live your life. That attention, for to come in here before I even start a show, and what is your end goal? What do you want? Do you I don't understand. I changed. Okay, I told you I changed. You can see my change in my content. You say I have a problem, an issue. I don't have an issue with Marlene. I don't have an issue with Nexie. I don't have an issue with who else you put in this video. I don't have an issue with them people. I addressed something that was said about me, simple and flat. Just in life, you will be going down the same path as someone. You will see them, meet them, and greet them, and then y'all pass a split. Y'all will do something different, different ways, different towns, different cities. Go to different. That's what life is. And somebody got whoever this person is. Either somebody got you gassed up, or you have abandonment issues. You may have abandonment issues. Appreciate that. Nate the Great in the building. The realest one in the building. My ninja, my ninja. What up, y'all? Appreciate y'all. But
What's up, y'all?
I do want to say this because y'all was having a good conversation over there, and I was hoping the people came from over the antis over here so y'all could finish that up, because like just talking about the life path, right? Understanding that. And I know what it has done for me, and I know like knowing my kids' life path is helping me. It gives me more insight, and it's helping me, nurture what's natural to them. So that's dope. I think
Yeah.
everybody should know because, like you said, it's the potential in it.
Mm-hmm. I feel that way too. I mean, but Tay showed everybody how to do it themselves. If you don't want to get it done by somebody else because you don't want your business on, first of all, anything about anybody on the internet, anybody could get. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know that. I don't know if you guys know that, but yes, somebody's probably on the dark web right now using your social. Okay, so I mean, people get so stuck on, oh my God, it's my birthday. Yo, y'all don't understand. Anybody on the internet can get anything about you. So just don't type in people chat if you don't want people to know who you are, because there is an IP address attached to your phone. I
Yeah,
don't, it's like people be acting like people can't get their info. People can get your information. Even if you're in here under another name, they can get your information. So I don't know why people be so weirded out by certain stuff. It is what it is. But I know Tay Life Path Numbers has truly blessed me, truly blessed you, truly blessed other people. So I'm just thankful for the people who were able to be blessed by knowing who they are and getting information about themselves. And that are not afraid of other people. Um so But yeah, like I said, Tay did give us information on how to get it ourselves. So if she was just trying to do something malicious, she wouldn't have told y'all how to do it yourself.
Von D, what up, brother? Appreciate you.
Hey
Appreciate you.
Von. Hey Nate. But can I address the comment that was made since it has my name in it? First of all, I'm a new content creator, so yes, I am irrelevant right now. Okay. But why do I even matter to whoever decided to drop down? Like, why? I literally just started YouTube. So obviously you're pressed because you put my name in it. So thank you for the clout troll who's hiding behind a page that we don't know, who found the time to come in somebody else's live to show how upset they are and how angry they are because we decided to call ourselves the Nine. Like, that's weird. Y'all adults, bro. These are grown people. These are not children. I can assure you that this is somebody over 40. This screams 40-year-old hag with no man and time. Because yes, antisocial is irrelevant right now, boo-boo. Because I just started YouTube, dumbass. So, okay, your point. But guess what? I was on Bigo making $1,000 for a year, bro. Give me time, and y'all gonna see who I am. Give me time, and I promise you gonna be saying, "Baby, gonna be famous." Because obviously, for me to be irrelevant, you saying my name in the chat makes me relevant, asshole. So I'm done. I just wanted to say that real quick.
I want to share something with you, Anta. I know you saying it. I know y'all saying it, but I just think it's appropriate. Man, Anton had a conversation the other day, and we made a short out of it. I don't know if y'all got the opportunity to see that short. I think it's dope. I'm gonna play mine, and then I'm gonna play one of hers. But this one right here, I promise you, is a banger.
Gonna be famous, baby.
Hold on, let me get it up. I think this is appropriate for the conversation.
And it's funny, and I'm serious. It's funny how you say it. Created the Nine. Here comes Charles. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I promise you, if you go look at any time I got trolled on here, I was saying that one day. Like, damn, don't nobody come in here and troll me. They come and troll the people in my chat. Like, that's weird. Like, no one has ever came and trolled me up until we put together the Nine. So that's how I know it's somebody who feels left out. That's just what
did we
it
go
is.
through all the applications correctly? You sure we? Maybe me and Tay was asleep one day or something. One fell to the floor like somebody
you're gonna find an application in a tomb somewhere.
Right. The application that sent it up to heaven. They don't like me because I be talking shit, bro. I be listening. That's
you mad.
Right.
I can't argue with you. Look at you. That song is like fire, man. It's like the ultimate oh man, I gotta go. Hey man, this is when she say baby go be famous, you gotta understand this is a very creative, talented woman. And this is just the beginning. It has only just begun. And this is why they mad.
Because they see my greatness and they mad. Oh, poor baby. My application in about a week ago.
Holla at me.
About a week ago. Hey, 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 about a week ago. Sent my application in about a week ago. Hey, 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 about a week ago. About a week ago. Hey, about a week. As a matter of fact, I said she can't see it because it's gonna take it off now. Cause woo, baby, that thing hot. I cannot be stopped, bro. I'm funny. I'm
Oh
entertaining.
man.
Like you can't nobody stop me. I think people see me and like, oh, yeah, I am a threat because I got my own content. That's why. I'm a threat because I could go live and do my own shit. That's why Word a threat. He could go live and do his own shit. Tay a threat because she could go live and do her own shit. We ain't gotta talk about nobody else's life. We could just go live and do our own
Hey,
shit.
it was all good about a week ago.
Right. Hey.
About a week ago. BMF, what up, bro? Appreciate you. Let's
Yo,
go
but
have
that's
fun.
me all
You
day though.
man.
That's me all day. Thank you for that word. That freak you clip. Yo, that is the dopest clip I have ever saw.
Oh
Every
man, we
time I
just
see
begun.
it. Yeah,
We
every
having
time I
fun,
see it.
man. I can't
And
wait.
all of it went viral on TikTok too. So
It did. HP, what up, sir?
hey,
Writers,
HP
what up, sis?
writers.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, that was dope. I mean, it's so much stuff I can clip from that. The dance, that man. Oh, I should have played that. That man, y'all got to go over and check Antisocial. Go check out Granny Gum. Uh, how do you say it?
Granny
Granny.
comes.
Yeah, Granny Sugar Gums. Go check
That's what I'm
out.
saying. People don't know. I was a paid host on Bigo for a year. Like I got paid for a whole year straight. Every month got paid. My talent gets me paid. So if people on YouTube like you mad at me just starting off, I'm just starting. You gonna be mad as shit next year. You really gonna be trolling next year. You gonna be pissed off 2 years from now. So I'm telling you, just get out y'all feelings and let me rock. It's gonna happen either way. You're not making me feel bad by saying I'm not relevant. I just started YouTube. But I promise you I'll get more views than half you.
Look,
Now.
this is what can happen, right? This is all you got to do, right? Go ahead, stop hating for about a week, make a new profile, and come celebrate with the nine. That's all you got to do.
Right. You
Come
know?
celebrate because look, we doing big things. We just added two more people. They content getting popping. If y'all ain't check out, I gotta put that. Go ahead and you know what, y'all run the show for me. Let me put that in there.
Right. Intrinsic, man. That oh my God. The sound of her voice will make you tremble. Oh my good night. I love content. That's why I subscribed. I'm on YouTube for content. I love content. So if you got good content, I'ma watch it. I'ma support you. We don't have to hate on each other on YouTube. We don't have to be jealous. Everybody got their own individual thing. That's why everybody got their own individual pages. But hating on somebody because we supporting each other. What's wrong? That why we can't support each other now? God dang, like we can't support each other. Like we getting trolled for supporting each other. And it ain't nobody but you already know how people say it ain't nobody but us doing it. Like you got three people who support each other day in and day out. We on each other panels. We help, we're doing having an even exchange of energy and people are mad. We never said no, y'all couldn't be a part of the nine. Nobody never said that. We told y'all what the nine meant. You probably half of y'all are a part of the nine by default.
You ain't got no choice. You gonna take this nine. You gonna take
Right.
it. Oh man. I mean, if you look, the nine is solution seekers. Ultimately, at the base root. You know,
Right.
and those solutions that we seeking is ones that can make us better individually so we can come together collectively. That was the whole vision and understanding. It ain't no club where
Oh man,
you
you are
know
here spitting.
you
My
said
bad.
what. It ain't no club where we hang out every weekend and drink beer or nothing like that, man. It's something that we actually put in work in. Anti is the CEO over the entertainment division of the nine. I'm over the educational department. Tay over the spiritual department. Um, so I mean, that's mind, body, soul. That's what we're doing. We just trying to educate, motivate, inspire people, and have fun while we doing it. You know, that's the way of the nine. That's how we get down. That's what we go do.
I love
Um,
it. Sierra say I'm a 7, but I'm here to support the 9 movement. Period.
it,
That's what I'm talking about.
and that's what I'm saying. You know, um, what we doing, what us three doing. Every people don't want to do this. People ain't built to do this. You know, like I get on their nerves. I know I do. I get on because they tell me. They tell me like I get on their nerves. We push one another. We critique one another. We build with one another. You know, that's what we do. And a lot of people can't open themselves up to that experience. You know,
Right. Right.
because if Anti telling me like, "Where are you tripping?" and Tay tell me like, "Where are you tripping?" I don't get offensive. I look at it like, "Okay, look, they care about me. Let me really look at what I'm doing." That's the first thing I think. I don't think like, oh, they coming at me or nothing. No. Okay, I must be doing something because the sister's telling me something.
Right. We have been helping each other. Even y'all know I didn't like to go live. If y'all been following me, everybody know I really did not want to go live yet on YouTube. But with the support that I've been getting, I've gotten more confident going live. So it's just we just been supporting each other, and we getting drugged for supporting each other. We getting hate for supporting each other. That's weird. But anyways,
Let me speak. Hey to everybody in the chat. Let me speak.
I'm putting my mic on mute. You
right,
like
make
let
sure
these speak.
you make sure you speak, Tay.
I'm speaking. Hello to everyone that I missed. I'm not looking at the chat. I wasn't, but I'm pulling it up right
Oh,
now. Hello to
AC,
Hey,
everyone.
we had a
hey,
comment early on. I don't know if you could see it, but it's up. It's up in the chat. Somebody had something to say before we even got on the live.
it was attempted. It wasn't successful. The attempted dragging. Oh, there it go.
All it show is that they in their feelings. Poor things. Boy, I be with my girl, my kids, and content creating. I don't got time to troll nobody. If you got time to troll somebody, then you ain't busy. Go get busy.
Go get busy.
Go get busy. Do something with your life. Cause you're not doing nothing with your life trolling. And that's probably why you ain't got no subscribers. And I said that now. Trolling. Get busy. I'm done. I'm sorry. Y'all know I be getting upset. I be getting hot. I'm a fire sign. It's Aries season. And people talking about little old me. Well, my little old 270 subscribers. Y'all want to talk about me. I just started. Dang. Say something about Tay. I dare you. Y'all want to say nothing else about Tay no more. They want to pick on little old me. Dang. They don't want to talk about Tay no more. They say, Tay gonna hurt my feelings for real, for real. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end up dropping down. Y'all gotta go do some stuff to get ready for bed. But I'm gonna support the 9 whenever I can. 100%. And we know what Tay doing, so we ain't even gotta ask. No, she not. Lil Mama, she mad because she didn't get to talk to me today.
Oh, little mama. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tay trying to put her to sleep and she upset she ain't talked to me today. Hey, Commander. Oh, what troll told
The
me.
general is in the building. Let me take that down.
Right. The
That
troll
comment
coming
is
for all
irrelevant.
trolls are coming for
They
spiritual
coming to
people
get
that's
you.
just
They
trying to
coming to
help.
get you. We got trolls. We got trolls in different areas. I can't believe people get that much time on their hands, man.
That's all I'm saying.
Like adults, I can see kids. I can honestly see kids, but adults, and then they like that butt hurt about me. Like, what makes me so special? What makes me? You want me sauce? They want me sauce. You can't have me sauce.
Right.
Leave me sauce alone. Oh man, I was trying not to be petty. I came on here to talk about me, and we're gonna talk about me for a minute. Check this out. So it's story time with the word, right? So let me tell y'all a little bit about me, and y'all understand. Oh man, it won't let me say.
Big Nine, I'm gonna drop down real quick, okay? Big Nine. See you, Tay. I'm gonna be in
Okay,
the chat. All right, y'all.
all right. And y'all can ask questions. I'm gonna answer some stuff, but I
Later.
probably won't touch on other things. Some stuff I can't tell, but I can tell, most of the stuff. So, I'm from a little small town called Alaquippa, right? Little small town. In fact, like the street I lived on had one row of houses, right? And it was woods in front of us in the back, and it was a creek. So I used to go in the creek and catch crayfish, and we used to fight creek. I'm a little backwoods boy, doing a little backwoods stuff, catching garden snakes, playing baseball with them with machetes, like little wild stuff like that, right? And my parents had me when they was young, 16. They couldn't do nothing with me. So my grandmother took care of me up until I was 9. And when I was 9, my stepdad is from Michigan. So we moved to Michigan. We moved to Detroit. And when he was growing up, he was part of a gang called the YBI. You can Google it. But yeah, so it's like I came up in that environment. It wasn't YBI when I moved up here, but it was, some of the people he ran with, they was family, you know. That's what we call them, family. Like even to this day, their kids are my cousins, and the only cousins I grew up with, So I didn't grow up with my real family that was in Pennsylvania. I went down there to visit, but you know how that is. It's like you in and out. You don't really get to bond with people like that. So these are my family, my stepdad side of the family, and his friends' kids. So, um, like growing up, it was like moving to Michigan. It was um, like a culture shock because it was like two different things. Poker man, what up though? It was like you grow up around all your family, tight knitted community. Like up and down the street, like the whole block was almost family. Like my cousins, my aunties, my aunts. The whole block was like family. And moving up here was like you don't have that that tight knit community. Not up here, I didn't. But we had family. We had my stepdad family, but they was on the west side. I was on the east side of Detroit, but his friends was on the east side. So I grew up with them even more than my step family. Like I look at them more than blood than any blood because that's who I know. So growing up around them, they was in the street. So that's how I got in the street. You know, um, they would try, even they would teach me stuff, but they would try to not expose me to a lot of stuff. But you can't not expose, not when you tell them to run book bags and stuff like that. So, um, I ran around the street and I started my own little clique. I had my boys. You grow up, you have boys and stuff. So even with them, we started our own little clique and we start hustling. You know, um, got into some stuff, but anytime I got into stuff, people knew me because of my family. So I used to do stuff and get away with it. Like I can do crazy stuff and get away with it because people knew my family. They just go to my uncle like, man, calm your nephew down. He tripping again. Like, I ain't gonna get into all those stories, but I got away with a lot of things. And then reality set in one day. Um, I was going to a club with one of my homeboys, and we went to the club. He told me to just watch his cousin back for him. He didn't even go. It was him and his cousin. And we go to the club. I get drunk. And at this time, I'm not even old enough to drink, but I'm drunk. The next thing I know, they pulled up at the car park. And then next thing I know, I just I didn't even hear the first shot. I felt the glass hit me. And you just start hearing all these shots. And I came out the side of the car and I was trying to get under it. And it was this guy in the doorway of the store. And he grabbed my arm and pulled me into the store. And when I came, after the car pulled off, we came out the side of that car looked like Swiss cheese. I don't know how many shots was in that car, but it was over 20 something. The news said it was over 21 rounds on shell casings they found. I don't really know how many holes was in the car, but that's what the news said. But we got out of there. I wasn't even on the scene. But that made me realize, like, this is real, because like when you just able to do whatever you want to do, and your family got your back, so I start kind of pulling back. But the more I pull back, the more people I lost, like the more friends I lost, to the streets, to violence. The more I pull back. So that just made me realize, like, it's this, I got to change. My mom was crying one day when I worked in the hospital with her. And I'm asking her, I said, why are you crying? I went downstairs because I worked in the OR, and it was a gunshot victim came in. So I go downstairs and assess, and my mom was in there. She was NAM. She ran like the nurses in the hospital, nursing administrative manager for all the nurses in the hospital. She was in charge. And when she seen me down there, when I came out and I'm looking at her and she crying, I said, Mom, why is you crying? She said, because every time I got these calls before you worked here, I thought that was you. And she said, I'm just happy because I know it's not you. And at that time, I was still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That made me pull my foot all the way out. That made me pull, because that's like my mom, man. I don't want her all messed up, because of something I did. So I know I had to change. And I didn't know how to change, right? I didn't know how to change. This is what I did. This is who I was, I had to go back to the roots, First I went to the Bible, then I went to the Quran, then I went to the Torah, then I went to Buddha. I was trying to find something to save my soul, because I know I did some messed up things. I hurt people. So I was looking for a way to repent, I guess. And then one day everything just clicked. I was studying metaphysics with Dr. Phil. I applied to his he got an online university. So I applied to that, and I'm learning that everything I experienced, it was divine. Like I had to go through those things to understand life from a perspective where I can help other people. I can't relate. You know why a lot of people can't relate to people in the street? Because they never been in the street. When people say, oh, just stop doing it or get out of it, it ain't just that easy. People don't understand that this is the only thing I know. You have to replace things. You can't just take things away. You can't just tell somebody to come out the street and then expect them to not try to feed their family. You have to replace it. Give them something that they can use other than the street. I understand that. Blue Lotus, what up, sis? I apologize if I missed any. Poker Man, what up? But now I understand that. You have to relate to someone. You have to be able to associate not only their joy but their pain. You can't understand that, it's gonna be hard to relate to them. You'll never know why a person is willing to do something or willing not to do something. I hurt people when I was younger. And even when I did it, it didn't feel good to me. I did it out of necessity. Imagine being turned into a demon just to survive. You have to be this way if you want to live. That's the environment I was in. So when I got out of it, I promised myself I'm not going to punish myself by trying to punish or hurt other people. So I try to avoid people because I can't control other people. I can only control me. And I avoided people. I didn't let nobody get close to me. And that hurt because that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to avoid people. I'm not. No, so I had to learn. You can only interact with the right people. You know, in the Bible, Jesus at one point came down here to save his people. Then he had a change of heart. He wanted to save everyone. But when he was on mission to save his people, he was perfectly fine. This is when he started trying to involve everyone. That's what I learned from that story. When you expose yourself to everyone, you expose yourself to the wrong people. And those wrong people can get you ended. Not because you're a bad person, just because you are the light. If they did it to Jesus, they'd do it to any one of us. That's human nature. But there's no point of being afraid of it if you understand it. You just learn how to maneuver and move around it. Just deal with the right people in the right way. You ain't gonna be able to build with everyone. You ain't gonna be able to kumbaya with everyone. PIA, what up, sis? Appreciate you. You ain't gonna be able to do that, but you will be able to do it with the right people. You interact with people in a way that you can both benefit. That might be on a friendship level, it can be on a business level, it can be on a relationship level, but you want to act with the people appropriately. Like really say, act accordingly. That's how you interact with people. You can't force things on people. You can't force a friendship if they just want a partnership, like a business ship. You can't be friends with somebody who's just here for business. You can't do business with someone who just want to be friends. You can't. They sleep facts. Say you sleep. It's bound to happen. And so that's what I learned. So, that's what I do. I try to be clear with people. That's why I try to be transparent. I try. But even then, life is perceived from the perceiver's eyes. That's how it's gonna look. I can be interacting with two people and say the same thing and do the same thing, but they see it two different ways. They take it two different ways, predicated upon their past experiences. That's how they go look at the interaction with me. That's just what happens. So I can't. I spent my life trying to prove to people that I changed and I was a good person. I spent probably about 5, 6 years. And you know what I realized? Um, People go choose to believe what they want to, even if the truth and facts are right in front of them. At the end of the day, whatever they decide is their decision, and that's just how they go look at things. And it ain't nothing really nobody can do, So I don't jump through hoops and hurdles to try to prove anything to no one. Never made me happy. Only thing I can do is let my actions speak for me. The things that I do. And the more I'm consistent in it, this is if you understand how do you obtain behavior, right? Behavior is simply what you do in a natural state, that what you're consistently doing. That's what behavior is. You can create new behavior by consistently doing something. And after a while, it'll become what we call innate. It will just naturally happen on a regular occurrence. So if you want to change a behavior, begin with a ritual, begin with a routine. The routine turns into ritual, the ritual turns into behavior. It's something that you consistently doing. So when I understood that, I just knew I had to be consistent. And after a while, it's like autopilot. You do things like think about tying your shoe. When you started tying your shoe, you was probably saying bunny ear, loop over loop, whatever the little thing is. Now you just do it. You don't even think about it. It just happens. You be like, oh, my shoe need to be tied. Bam, you tie your shoe. When you first start adding, you counting on your finger. Now somebody say 3 plus 3, you know it's 6. You've been doing 3 plus 3 so long, you just know. That's how you obtain new behaviors, by consistently doing something. So anyone can change. It takes time. It's a process. But even in the process, you learn. You can learn about yourself. You can learn about other people. The process has benefits. I remember when I was in high school and I was playing football, right? My whole desire, I wanted to be a captain, right? I was one of the best players on the team, one of the most effective, efficient players on the team. And I asked the coach, can I be a captain? He said, no. I said, I'm one of the best players on the team. He said, that don't matter. You don't have what it takes to be a captain. And I'm like, what you talking about? Do I do personal readings? I don't, but my sister on the panel does. But he said I didn't have the quality. He told me to go hang out with the 2 other captains, and he'll see what I'm talking about. And there was a lot of things that I was missing. I was a good player. I was effective. I was efficient, but I didn't know how to lead a group. I didn't know the sacrifices that it took. I didn't know the understanding of each individual that it took. So I had to sit back and learn. I had to sit back and learn. I don't do reading. Numerology, though. A dreamer or clowns, for you to even come in here and say that, yeah, we understand. We understand. You come here and put BBCs, that's what you think of? Is that what you're dreaming of? That's okay. That is A-okay. You keep dreaming. You keep dreaming. But go ahead. So, like growing up, I didn't have my mother and father in the house, And then when I moved up here, I was with my stepfather. He was abusive. He used to physically kick he kicked my butt up until I was 14. Then I didn't break his jaw, I broke his orbital bone. We got into a fight and I broke his orbital. Yeah, next time we got into a fight, he put a knife in my chest. He didn't want to fight me no more. I was bigger than him at 14. He was probably about 5'7", 5'8". I was 6 foot at that time. And at that time, I was probably a good 195. And at that time, I was practicing Muay Thai. So when I got on top of him, I just kept dropping elbows on him. Broke his orbital bone. So yeah, he ain't put his hands on me after that. Next time we got into it, it was a knife. Yeah, y'all can rock out. I don't care. Y'all can time them out, get them out, send them to the shadow realm. It don't matter. I'm in my zen right now, so we kicking it. But yeah, so what I didn't have, I always desired. Right. So success for me looks a little different, probably from the common folk. It's not a big house, it's not a big car, it's not a bank account, it's not all these women on the book. It's not fame. I don't care about being famous. I don't have to be the star of the show. You know, success for me was to have a family, and not only have a family, but to be a great dad and a great father. You know, the materialistic thing never made me happy. I had a lot of them. I had a lot of fun stuff, you know, but that never made me happy. What made me happy was family, like being around family, enjoying family. That's what made me happy. And I wanted my own. I wanted to give my kids what I didn't have, right? I don't have a brother or sister from my mom and dad. All my brothers, I got four sisters, or three sisters from my mom, and I got six siblings from my dad. And none of them, you know, we have the same mother and father. So that's why I waited so late to have kids, because I said, I'm either having with the right people or with the right person, or I'm not gonna have no kids at all. You know, I wanted to break that curse. You know, I wanted to break that curse, that generational curse. Ain't that what we call them? I wanted to break that. I broke a lot of generational curses, but that one I had my mind on. I said I'm not gonna have kids out of wedlock. I'm not gonna have. I'm not gonna do that. So now my kids, they had a mother and father. That's what I wanted when I was younger. Couldn't have it. Couldn't do nothing about it. So I can create it. And I understood how like I was built. Like it didn't affect me to the point where like I got abandonment issues. Cause my mom always been in my life. My dad always been in my life. A phone call away. You know, but I was always able to talk to them. I never felt disconnected from my parents. Like, and I guess like just having my grandmother there, I didn't know anything was different or weird or not normal until people like my family. Well, I had a couple cousins who teased me about it. Like, how your mom and daddy don't want you. That's why you with grandma. And I'm like, I never thought about it that way. I just live with my grandmother. Like when you're a kid, you don't be thinking about stuff like that. But when somebody said, you like, hold on, why don't I live with my? And then you look at everybody else like they live with their mom and dad. Like, why don't I? I never questioned that until that was said to me. But even then, I didn't feel like um, I didn't have any resentment. I didn't feel angry or anything like that. It was just that was just life. I didn't think anything was wrong. But as you grow up, you understand the significance of having a mother and father in the house. You understand that, and that's what I wanted. That was like my goal. And this my marriage now is my second marriage. My first marriage, it didn't work out, and I knew it wasn't gonna work out. So I didn't have kids with her. I made I made a decision like, nah, not until we fix everything. And then it was like I wasn't even married for 9 months. We was together for like 3 years, but I wasn't even married 9 months before we got divorced. So Rallo, what up though? Appreciate you, brother. Hey, if I missed anybody in the chat, apologize. Trolls, I don't really. Cash, what up though? Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm in my zen. And see, PIA is from Michigan, right? So I was telling them, you know, my stepfather's from Michigan, and he came to our small town in the 80s when the YBI was getting um, disbanded. I guess you want to call it dispersed. You know, he came to this little small town, but his dad was a bishop at the church. His dad ran a church in a small town. That's how him and my mom met. You know, but he came, you know, when they came to shut the YBI down, he came down to the little small town to get away. And that's how he met my mom. And then years later, after my two sisters was born, he moved us back up to Michigan. And yeah, we came up on the east side right off of 7 Mile and Hayes. You know, that's why I stayed on Faircrest, right off of 7 Mile and Hayes. That's where I grew up at. And then we moved to East Warren, you know, between Warren and Otter Drive. You know, I went to Finney. You know, I'm an East Sider through and through. I've been there since I was 9. You know, I've been here in Michigan since I was 9. And then growing up, Maserati Rick, his daughter was my broker. One of his sons was my best friend growing up. So like I grew up, you know, in a certain type of environment. You know, it was a lot of like, man, I'm not, because this person is still, so I'm not gonna tell you that, but yeah, I grew up around some real people. I grew up around like some real people who did real things. You know, so that was like, these were the people who were schooling me. So like, even when I say I don't have a record, is because I understood how to maneuver. I had OGs really on top of me, on my head, and this time, like, man, it's, you'll never understand unless um, you'll never truly understand unless you're in that environment. But yeah, so yeah, yeah, unless you're really in that environment. But that's why I preach peace now, because I've been on that side. I mean, I've seen people lose their life, and I'm holding. Like, imagine one of your friends, man. I did that a couple times. Held one of my boys until they gone. One of them was over some dumb stuff. You get into it with somebody at the store. I didn't even get into it. We was going to a party, right? And we was about to go grab some liquor. We have a lot of house parties, like a lot of house parties. We was going to grab some liquor, and we was in 3 cars. And one of my they pulled up, went in first, and I guess they got into it in the store. And my boy walked out the store, and the dude followed him. I didn't know what was happening because I had just got into the store. But I guess they had word, and my boy, they said they didn't really think it was nothing. But when he walked out, you just heard 2 gunshots. Boom, boom, boom. You heard a car pull off. And we go out, and he's just sitting there trying to breathe. He's just trying to breathe. And I just grabbed him, trying to put him in the car. And they like, man, he gone. I couldn't leave him. I put him in my car, took him to the hospital. Like, it's somebody, and that made me look at people different too. Like, even if he gone, you just want to leave him here? Like, nah, man, I'm taking him to the hospital. We can try. Nobody wanted to get in the car with me. I put him in my back seat and just drove. He was gone, though. He was gone before I put him in the car. And then, you know, dude got caught, went to court, and they was arguing over some change that was left in the thing. Like, we got bulletproof glass, right? So when they exchange the money, it's like in a little tray. So I guess it was some change left in there. The guy walked out. My boy didn't even take it. The store clerk, even in the store, said he put it in the drawer. Once the guy left out and left the change, it was like 75 cents. He put it back in the drawer. And he thought my boy took it because he was at the window. So they argued about that. My boy was like, man, I ain't taking it. And the dude was knocking on the window and was waving like I got it. So, I mean, all over stupid stuff. That's what I'm saying. In society, like we talk about how bad it is. This happened back in 2003. 2003, this happened. We've been killing each other, hurting one another for nonsense. Now that we older, it just looked worse, but this been happening. I grew up with this, man. Unfortunately. Over stupid stuff. Misunderstandings, misinterpretation. People ready to end you. They want to see you suffer. all over change. Commander, I've seen people lose their lives for making mistakes. This guy, I was at a club, and I'm talking. It wasn't even a club. Okay, it's a bar, right? Um, and it's like a little hole in the wall. It's actually this is after this. I never went to a strip club. I don't know if you ever heard of this. It's called Hot Tamales. It's a strip club, PIA on the east side. But when you go in there, it's like a hole in the wall. It's literally a hole in the wall. It looked like an abandoned building from the outside. But my boy was like, "Hey, just come to the club with me." I'm thinking we going to a club. We go in there, and I'm like, "Man, I'm not into strip clubs, right? I'm just not. I don't. I'm just not." But when we go in there, it's like tight. So you walking past people. So literally, and I'm not over exaggerating. We walking through. I'm saying, "Excuse me, excuse me." I'm trying not to step on nobody's shoes, right? So it's the bar and there's a wall. So it's people standing against the wall. Like if they wasn't standing there, you could have a path. But by them standing there and the bar stool being there, you got to kind of inch close. And I walked past this dude. I said, "Excuse me." I put my foot over his because the way he was standing, his foot was sticking out. As I put my foot over his, I'm just getting into the room where it opened up at. And the only thing I hear is like, "You step on my shoe." And I turned my head and the dude was like, "My bow." Right? Boom. Before the dude can say my bad. Dude, bow. Everybody screaming. Man walked out like it nothing happened. And I'm like, what the F? Dude was literally about to say my bad. Literally about to say my bad. So, like in real life, I don't play games with people. Like words and stuff like that. That's why I'm careful when I even talk to people. You can say the wrong thing to the wrong person on the wrong day at the wrong time, and everything just gonna be wrong. Life changed forever. That's my life experience. That's what I experienced in life. Like, ain't no TV. I had blood on my face a couple times. It's something. I'm telling you, PIA. Tell them it's something. The area I came up with, they call it Baby Now. The cops would not come down the street. This dude got off. They didn't come until the morning. They was not coming down that street at nighttime, and they said that they not putting nobody's life in danger at night. They not coming down there. I just looked in the back chat. Y'all funny. Hey, I know. I'm surprised my baby girl sleep right now. Yeah, the mindset in the D is, I mean, they was ruthless. PIA, I was telling them when them three rappers from Lansing, Free Joe is like, when those three dudes came up from missing in Lansing, and when I seen the area that they was in, I said they go find them in an abandoned building somewhere, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, you know how many times people went through houses, like abandoned houses, and found bodies in the D? People be missing for years, and you find the skeletons in an abandoned house. Like that's normal. They find bodies in fields. They ain't even throw them in the water no more. They'll put you in a trunk and burn the car quickly. Like when I say ruthless, like there's 17 funerals I went to before I graduated high school of my friends. Before I graduated, it was 27 by the time I was 23. I got a book of obituaries. You know how people got photo album books? I got a book of obituaries. And those the ones who gone. That ain't even the ones who locked up. So me personally, I'm 40 years old. I'll be 40 this year. I got 2 kids. I'm trying to give them the opportunity that I didn't have starting life. You know, that's what I'm trying to get in. So when I say I'm just trying to help, that's all I'm trying to do. I didn't had a hell of a life. I done been stabbed. I done been shot. I done been set up. Not set up to people can hurt me on social media. To set up that they tried to take my life. So for me to say I know how it feels when somebody stab you in the back, the reason I'm legally blind is because of my brother. The person who stabbed me in my chest is my stepfather. These are people close to me who hurt me. I know how it feels to be hurt by someone close to you. I know how I feel. So I'm not trying to come online and do nothing to nobody. There's a lot of healing I had to do, and it took work. I had to learn how to cry to release some of that pain. I didn't even know how to cry. I went emotionless to survive. I didn't even know what love was because that can get you taken out. You having love for someone that can end you. I didn't even know how to love myself. I had to learn all that. So I know how hard it is. I know. That's why I take the time out my day to talk about what I do. I always been a servitude to people. Even when I was in the street, I looked out for people. Always did that. Nobody around me was ever hungry, ever went without. If something happened to somebody, we took care of their family. Like I grew up under old school rules where you had morals and values amongst thieves. I wasn't a thief, but at one point it was honor between thieves. They took care of one another. I come from my uncle used to do school drives. We used to go out there and have to pass out school supplies, Christmas, turkeys, Thanksgiving. We passing out food to the people in the hood. My uncle went and spent thousands of dollars taking care of the neighborhood. That's the type of OGs I grew up on. Not the ones who knocking old ladies over the head and doing all this weird stuff now. We protected the older people. Now I don't know what it is. It's my left eye, PIA. Yeah, it's my left eye. The tube is on the right side of my head, but I lost my the vision in my left eye. My right eye, I don't have peripheral vision in it. I can only see straight, but I'm very sensitive to light. Like I have to wear shades most of the time. And I wear the eye patch, not because my eye messed up, but like when I'm talking to people, it'll throw them off because sometimes it twitch. Like I can't see out of it, and I can't feel when it's twitching. And like people be like, "You all right?" And I be like, "Yeah, why?" Because your eye twitching. My eye open and closed by itself, like my left eye. So I wear the eye patch, and when I wear the eye patch, it actually helps my equilibrium too. Even though, or I keep it closed on purpose. But even when I keep it closed on purpose, I can feel it twitching. That's when I can feel it twitching. Is when I close it on purpose. But sometimes it's closed, sometimes it's open. Like I literally, it got a my my eye got a mind of its own. It do what it want. It'll be open or closed whenever it want to. I don't know when the shop open. Pull a little tink tink. My left eye just can't get right. But yeah, it's my left eye. My right eye, that's the one I can see out of. So like if you ever around me or you'll see me like scanning my head because I can only see straight. I have no peripheral. I can't see out the sides. I can't see the top or the bottom, just literally straight. So like I gotta kind of scan the room. But it's cool. I can still see a little bit under conditions. So I make it do what it do. Oh yeah, do your thing. I mean, that's how I came up, HP. Yeah, that's how I came up. You know, that's how I came up. Pull a little tink tink tink, get right. I was trying to find that video. It was what Cat Williams, tink tink, talking about the Blade Runner. I was trying to find a video and make a video out of that. I might still do it. You down there sending them to the shadow realm, sis? Send them to the shadow realm. But yeah, so yeah, that's just I wanted to share that with y'all because um, and it is much more to my story, but that's like a brief summary. We all got a past. We all experience things, but those experiences have to mold us and shape us and strengthen us. We can't let our past be our present. We overcame things. This is why I tell people when they say, I'm a survivor, I say, no, no, you're much more. You're a warrior. You fought through it. No matter if you feel you won or lost, you fought through it. That's a warrior. No, we no more survivors. We warriors. We learn, we grow, we become stronger from our past. So we can have a better present and an even better future. We warriors. Ain't no survivors in this game. Survivors are still considered victims. And yeah, we go through stuff. And a lot of it is unfair and unjust. But we warriors. We fought through it. We learned through it. And we inspire and teach and motivate people so they don't have to go through it. We don't hide our wounds. I show mine. I got a crater in my head. They had to crack my skull to put a tube in it. I'm not hiding that. That showed what I overcame. We warriors. Oh no, you wild, bro. Hey, do me a favor, get that out the chat, bro. Hey, erase that, Cash. No, we ain't making no methamphetamines over here, bro. No methamphetamine. Oh, you wild for that one. Traumatic experience, yeah. Let me ask you somewhere. What religious text did you find yourself connected to the most? The Bible, the Torah? Honestly, it made more sense. The reason I say the Torah made more sense because I guess in the sense that I was reading it from, and it actually, when I say, to be honest, I felt more connected with Hinduism. Hinduism, I felt more connected with that. But out of the Bible and the Torah, it was more of the Torah. I understood the Bible, but there's too many contradictions in it. Like the Torah, it made sense. It just made sense. Like um, being everything, good and bad, being vengeful. It made sense, especially when I understood that this was a physical being. It just made more sense. Um, the parables and allegories in the Bible, it like the connection to the Torah made sense. It resonated more with me, the Torah. But Hinduism, is, I mean, out of all religions, I would say Hinduism. Spiritual practices, I would say Kemetic science, definitely. I felt more practicing Kemetic science more than like hoodoo or voodoo. I felt more connected with the Kemetic science, the way it's practiced, like the AOE way. Um, but yeah, Hinduism and probably like I didn't study regular Islam. I studied from the Moorish Science Temple, and that was more of a science, like more metaphysical. So that resonated too. But it was metaphysics. That's what made sense. That's what I mean because with the metaphysics, I understood like the universal principles, right? And the first rule, the divine oneness, it made sense because like I was grounding and I felt energy, hugging trees, I feel energy. I talk to flowers and plants, like just really being in tune with nature. Like my wife called me Snow White. Like squirrels literally, for some odd reason, squirrels love me. Squirrels run up to me. If I'm outside and there's a squirrel around, the squirrel will always come up to me. And my wife called me Snow White. I had deer walk up to me, eat out my hand. I had a skunk let me take a cup off his head. And the next day, the skunk came by our patio when we stayed in the apartment. It kept coming over there. Like I'm real in tune with nature, with energy. Yeah, I literally hug trees. I hug trees. I got one of my favorite trees. We got a peach tree in my backyard. I hug it every day. I'm not joking. Is that what they want? I don't want them squirrel ones. I don't want the squirrels. They can keep their nuts. They need them. They need them more than me. That was funny, Joe. That was funny. Nah, I ain't gonna do all that. That's not funny. Hug some, but I understand where you're going with that. But no, I ain't gonna hug no nuts. But he was funny at first. You could have got away with it, but now I'm in a good. Yeah, it's peanut butter petty time. It's peanut butter petty time. Let them come. Let them come. Come one, come all. Dun 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 dun. Peanut butter petty time. Hey Jess, let me ask you a question. Right? Why are you so infatuated with nuts? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get a psychological profile. Like, do you dream of nuts? Is nuts always on your mind? And you just trying to share your thoughts with us? Are you projecting your love for nuts onto me, Jess? Are you projecting right now? I, I bet the tree appreciate the hugs, never wants you to leave. Oh, poker man. I'm using that one. Next time somebody say they hug a tree, poker man, I'm still in that one. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna give you credit. Man, that's something like my dad would say. That's something my dad would say. Jess, you still there, or did they send you to the shadow realm? You can leave, Jess. I talk to Jess if Jess want to talk back. I don't know if Jess gonna be happy talking to me. Not when we in the peanut butter petty time. I don't think so. I'm telling you, this be like an old school Def Comedy Jam roast. You try to heckle the host. Oh, you gonna learn today. Come on, Jess. Come on back, Jess. Did Jess get timed out? Come on, Jess. We can have some fun. But yeah, but yeah, that's and that's another thing too. Like growing up, man, we played the dozens. I remember I got into this huge fight at school. I was in sixth grade, seventh grade. Man, my mom put this relaxer in my hair, and I would like people in the school knew I do martial arts, right? So when she put the relaxer in my hair, she was calling me Bruce Lee because my hair was straight and I had the little, I don't know what it was, but my hair was straight. So they was calling me Bruce Lee, and it was this dude. He was like the tallest dude in the school, and he kept calling me, "Oh, you think you Bruce Lee? Look at your straight hair. You got it permed." You know, he trying to roast me. And I was like, "Bro, you look like my man off Mask." Y'all remember the Mask movie with Cher? When this dude with the big face, he really looked like him. I'm like, he looked deformed, right? I got the roast in him. I'm like, bro, why your knuckles look like your toes? Like your knuckles look like it's supposed to be on. And I was like, your fingers look like it's supposed to be on your feet. I went in like just roasting him, and he threw his tray on me. He threw his tray. What up, Aztec Warrior? Appreciate you. I ain't seen you in a minute. Didn't you come through here before? I ain't seen homeless in the building. What up, brother? So he threw his plate of tray on me. So I grabbed my tray and smacked him with it. And we started this brawl in the kitchen, like in the cafeteria. We both got detention. And he was like, "I'm going to get you after school." And I'm like, "Whatever." But like, we didn't get detention that day. We were supposed to start it the next day. So after school, it's like I didn't see him. So I start walking home. And as soon as I turned the corner, he was like right there waiting for me. He was like, "What up now?" And this dude, at this time, I was probably, I don't even know if I was like five. I was probably about 5'7". This dude was well over 6 foot, right? Man, I took a swing at him and slipped on the ice. Next thing I know, he hit me in the back of my head, and I just grabbed his testicles. I grabbed them. And when he hit the ground, I elbowed him twice. Then I took his head and hit it against the fire hydrant 2 times. His tooth chipped. I knocked 2 of his teeth out. Um, yeah, and then so I thought I got punched in the side. One of his friends stabbed me in the side with a pencil. I had a nice chunk of pencil in my side. They had to pack it. That's how deep the hole was. They had to put this gauze stuff in it. And it had to heal from the inside out. They couldn't even give me. It wasn't like a cut. They had to pack it so it could heal from the inside out. But it wasn't that much of a pencil. So, but yeah. What are they using to do this panel? StreamYard. You can use StreamYard. So this is what you want to do, lady in red. When you go on StreamYard, go to settings and go to general and put it in portrait mode. And then it can put you on a vertical stream. Brian, like they computed. But that's how you get on a vertical stream using StreamYard. Yeah. No problem. No problem. I'm happy I can help. Yeah, that's how you and I'm assuming you know the benefits in that. Dee. I appreciate you, BMF. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, but when you do it like that and you use StreamYard, they put you in the vertical live stream algorithm and a shorts algorithm. So it just give people more opportunity to, view your content. Did I miss anybody else coming in? Man, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. That boy probably would have smacked. He probably would have mangled me if I ain't grabbed them things. That's what I'm telling you. In a fight, look, ain't no such thing as a fair fight. You fight to win. You fight to survive. Did y'all hear that story when that guy punched the soccer ref in back of the head and the guy, became deceased? The soccer ref. Like an angry dad got mad and punched his ref in back of the head, and my man was gone. That can happen in any fight. So when you're fighting, you're not fighting to beat somebody else. You're literally fighting to survive. And if you ain't got the mentality, that can be you. I'm just being honest. There's no such thing as a fair fight. Once you engage in any type of physical altercation with somebody, your life is in jeopardy. So if you're thinking about, I'm gonna beat this person up, and the other person like, I'm gonna take this person out, well, we know who gonna win. The person willing to do the most to survive. That's why I try to avoid altercation, because I got kids, I got a wife. I'm not trying to risk my life or my freedom. So if I can walk away from an altercation, I'm gonna walk away. There's no point. Now that I'm older, I had to become wiser. I ain't about to wait till I'm an old man to get locked up for something stupid. No, I just walk away. It is what it is. My number one priority is as a husband and a father. All that other stuff, I'm straight. I appreciate you, PIA. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on too much longer. Realist, I swear, bro. I try to avoid any type of because oh crap, one thing can lead to another. Exchange of words can. I mean, we see that in today's society. All these YouTubers cover all these crazy things, man. You scroll through YouTube and you see the thing like this dude. I was looking at a short today, and this dude was on a motorcycle, and the guy bumped his car. The dude got off the motorcycle. He was reaching in the bag. Dude got out with pulled a weapon on him. And as the dude pointed at him, one thing you hear the cop say, "Get down, put the gun." Like, man, that bit of anger because whatever happened in traffic, you pulled a weapon on somebody. Now you about to go to jail. I don't know what the guy was reaching for. I still don't know. The guy could have been reaching for a weapon. That's probably what I would have thought. If a dude jump off his motorcycle and start reaching, looking at me, I'm like, hold on, bro. But even that, like my wife, somebody had cut her off. She had honked the horn. It was this lady I used to work with at a hospital. She was a nurse. Right? She had left the job one day to go pick up her wedding dress. She was getting married in 2 days. It was a day or two. I can't remember if it was a day or 2 days, but she was getting married soon. And she left to go pick up her dress because when she got off, the place was going to be closed. It's a nurse I work with. I see every day. I talk to her all the time. My Facebook friend. Right? I knew her for like 3 years. She left on break. She didn't make it back. This was on the news. She went to go pick up her dress, and on the freeway, a guy cut her off. She honked her horn. The guy pulled out a weapon and fired. Ended her life because she honked the horn because he cut her off. You don't never know what somebody else is going through. The altercation with you could be the straw that broke the camel's back, and they can just nut up and flip. So I got a lot to live for. So I try to avoid as much drama as I possibly can because that's only a distraction to me. That's all it is. It prevents me or hinders me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's how I look at drama. Well, when I watch it on TV, yeah. When I watch it on here, yeah. I'm not getting involved in it. I'm straight. I try not to, but that can't always happen. Young Riaz, what up, brother? You just woke up? You getting ready? You getting your day ready? Hand drop. But that's the potential it has, right? Just words between one another. You don't know what somebody going through. You don't. Some people have nothing to lose. They have no. They wake up every day looking for a reason to live life. They looking for one. They reaching for one. There's people out there like that, and you cross one of their paths, and they have nothing to lose, and you got everything to lose. Those are battles you walk away from. Okay, I take this L. I take this L. That pride, macho man stuff, that don't work in real life. It don't. I mean, what they gonna put on your headstone? He was a tough man. He was brave. I'm straight. People, I mean, simple altercations, they gone forever. So it's best to stay focused, stay busy. You can't avoid everything. That's not gonna happen. That's not life. Life, the law of rhythm, that's a universal law. You have good times, you have bad times. You have good times, you just gotta. That's why they came up with that term, weather the storm. You enjoy the good times and you weather the bad times. Because you know why? It's some more good times coming. You just got to get through this bad time. But even the bad times have lessons in them. And if you learn that lesson, you can turn that bad time into a benefit. That bad time, you extract that lesson from it. With me, a lot of times it lessened the blow. Tay sleep. Tay sleep. I know y'all heard about Tay sleep. Hey, Tay. Tay. Hold on, her mic came off mute. Never mind. Shout out to the sis, man. This is what I'm saying. That's dedication. I appreciate that. Just rocking out. I appreciate you all, man. I appreciate y'all because this is y'all don't have to rock out with me, but y'all do. Just listening to things I have to say. I appreciate it, and I hope I'm bringing value because I'm really, really pouring into this content, and I'm excited. I'm excited. We steadily growing in many different ways. I can't wait to fully show y'all what we've been doing. I think y'all gonna be proud. Y'all gonna be proud because we really putting in work. And like I said, it's not just for YouTube, it's for off YouTube too. And the impact that we can have off YouTube is what I'm really excited about. All this is fun. It's good to grow a channel and stuff like that, but to really make an impact, that's what I'm doing. That's what this channel is about in the first place. About impacting people's lives. Better you is a better us. We've been seeking solutions. If you've been rocking with me from the beginning, I told you I got phases to everything. And when we got to the point where we created 9%, I told you this was always a phase. This was always a plan. I showed everything that I was doing. I told everything that I've been doing. Always been transparent. I had phases. I had an idea. But I know I had to take my time and build it the right way. Because if I didn't, if I would have just went from A to Z, it would have all crumbled. There's no solid foundation. Very important. Excuse me. Very important that you build a solid foundation with anything you build. A relationship with people, a business, family. A family. It is very important that you build a solid foundation. My first wife was not for me, was not the ideal selection for a partner for me, but we tried, it didn't work. But if I would have started a family with her, it wouldn't have worked. Just because we had kids don't mean we would have stayed together. We had too many issues, too many differences. It just didn't work with us. But if I would have brought a life into the world, then I wouldn't have been able to break my generational curse. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I chose not to. And I'm not even with that story. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all never even heard me back, man. If y'all knew what I went through with my ex-wife, but you know what I never do? I never make people look at her in a bad light because of my experience with her. That I don't believe. So just because it didn't work out with me and her, don't mean she won't be a perfect fit for another man. Don't mean that. She had a lot of good qualities about her. A lot of good. It just wasn't for us to be with one another. But I'm not, my wife, my family, can't nobody stand her. I'll be honest with you. They hate her guts, but I don't have hate in my heart. I get upset. I'm human, but I don't have hate. I don't like the way that feel. I don't like what it does to me on a personal level. I don't even know if people ever been aware when they had hate in their heart, but what it does to you, how it feels. how vengeful you will become. Like when I look at somebody and I want them to hurt, want them to be in pain, I had to ask myself, like, damn, what is going on with me? I don't know. Maybe that's the 33 in me. But when I felt that anger raised towards somebody, like I want them to, like, hold on, man. That's not the spirit of love. That ain't God. What is this? I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like what it made me. Maybe because when I was younger, I had to be like that. And I know what can happen. You can lose yourself in that. If you, this is like when you watch TV, watch movies and stuff, you always hear like when somebody takes somebody's life, how that person haunts them. Well, with me, if I do wrong by somebody, that shit haunt me. It haunts me. Like I want to make it right with that person. And if you understood what I put myself through trying to make things right with people, when some things you just can't make right. If a person ain't receptive to your apology, you can't apologize. It don't matter if you do or don't. It's not going to do anything. They have to be receptive to it. I heard people say, I seen people apologize to people and people didn't take it. I apologize to people and they say I can never forgive you. And I understand that. But to apologize to someone and you don't know what you did or you don't know or even you just don't believe you did, to me, it has never worked out because it's not really an apology the person's seeking. They want to hurt you. They want you hurt. Whatever pain they feel that you inflicted on them, they want you to feel that too. And until you feel that, they not gonna stop. They not. That's what that anger, that pain, all that. That's what you can lose yourself in that. You can get so fixated on someone else, you can start neglecting yourself. Your whole sole purpose is to hurt other people. I can't have that in my heart. I don't want that. I had loved ones taken from me, people I cared about and loved. And when something happened to the person that took them from, it never made you feel better. They tell you, oh, that person gone now, somebody got them. It didn't make the situation better. That person's still gone. You're right. God never leaves. God is eternal. There's a lot of young people today that need guidance and someone to look up to. They need someone to talk to when no one is available. And you know what? 755 in the building. 755, what up, though? Hey, you missed it. I was telling my whole East Side story. I was telling them about my people. I was telling them I'm cool with Maserati Rick kids, two of his kids. I was telling them, my family used to be in the YBI. And I was telling PIA about my hot tamale story. I was in the hot tamale strip club one day and this dude got his noodles put on the wall for stepping on the guy's shoe. Literally, brain matter on the wall. Literally. So all I can do is apologize. The rest is up to them. Someone like to sit in anger. Yeah, ruminate. They be ruminating and that anger turn to bitterness. That's the dangerous thing about anger. I did a show on that. I think it's called You're Not Angry, You're Bitter. And I think I even cut it up into a shorter show. So you don't even have to go watch the whole live. But that was a good show. It was a couple terms in there I brought to the forefront. Like y'all heard of PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder. Tell a gangster bedtime story. But So it's this thing called PTEB. It's called post traumatic embitterment disorder. It's a real psychological diagnosis. Look it up. PTED, post traumatic embitterment disorder. And what that is when we ruminate. And that means when we dwell on things for a long period of time, we become bitter. You ever had one of them older people in your family that was mad at somebody that was dead and they couldn't? I mean, like, hold on, why you still? They gone. They're not here no more. Why you mad at them? Oh, this person did this. Man, my grandma told me she was mad at a lady from something that happened when she was 13. I'm like, Mom, that lady not even here no more. So what? She did this. I'm like, you gotta let that go. You gotta let it go. Like she held on to that for 50 plus years, man. 60 plus years she held on to that. Now, no, my grandma passed when she was 80, 83. So almost, dang, that's a long time to hold on to something. Almost 70 years. Something happened when she was 13. She passed away when she was in 80, when she was 83. She was holding on to that for that long. Something somebody did to her when she was 13. That's bitterness. If you hold on to something that happened last year, you're entering the zone of bitterness. That's why it's important to heal. Take your power back. When someone does something to you, you don't forgive them for them to take the burden off of what they did. That's not what it's for. And if you even want to say, I'm taking my power back, when you say I forgive them, what you're saying is it doesn't bother me. That's what you're really saying. It's not. It has no power over me. It has no control. You can have it back. I forgive you. Well, I didn't say sorry. You don't have to. But I forgive you. You know why? Because I don't want this to hold no power over me. I don't want to wake up tomorrow thinking about what you did to me. I want to wake up tomorrow thinking about what I can do for myself. When you get to that point of loving yourself, and this is a process because we've been indoctrinated to believe forgiveness was to take the burden off of what the person did to you. And it's not. That's their own karma they got to deal with. And they're going to have to deal with it. Whatever you reap, you sow. This is why even when it seems like I'm upset or I'm mad, I do my best not to do it out of malice. My intent is never to hurt or to harm. I have to consciously think about that. And it's hard. It's hard, but it's necessary. I have to do better because I know better. I know karma. Even a thought will come back to me. Even a thought. Yeah, she probably getting beauty sleep with her glasses on. Biggie Smalls or Cherry Pepsi? I'm not a Pepsi guy. So, but those two different things, right? Biggie Smalls a rapper and Cherry Pepsi is a beverage. I'm afraid to even answer you. I don't. You might say something crazy, so I'm not gonna answer that. If you want to or not, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not answering that. I am who I am today because somebody stopped and lifted me up instead of walking by me all over me. They showed me love. And you know what? That's all we really can do. We can try. We can try to help people. Um, and I'm not gonna stop doing it. I'm not gonna stop being me. I can't. I see things in people, and I can't do it for everybody, but I can draw things out. I did it. I'm doing it. I can draw some of the great things out in people they may not know they have themselves, and that's my mission. That's my gift. I'm good at it. Always been good at it, even from a child. I was always able to see the light in people. So I'm gonna continue doing it. I can't change who I am. I just got to change how I do things, and that's okay because that was in the process anyway. You know, um, you live and learn. Life itself is a lesson. So as you go through it, just embrace the lesson. Don't run from them. Don't hide from them. Embrace them. Learn from it. Learn from it. It's only going to make you a better person. But if you hide from it, if you try to ignore it, eventually it's going to catch up to you. Problem is a problem, and it's there to be solved. Yeah, 18 in the building. Hey, I would greatly appreciate it if y'all took the time to hit those three dots, hit that like button. It's free to you, but it mean the world to me. Appreciate y'all. But due to everything, the show that I had planned for today, I've been talking about this for a while. I want to talk about emotional addiction. I'm probably gonna do it on a regular live tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna go vertical stream because I know y'all can't see the screen, and there's some things I want to deliver. So I'm gonna either do that tomorrow or Tuesday. I just wanted to take the time and just kick it with the people. It's the second time I went live today, so I was like, let's just kick it. Let me, talk a little bit about me. Like I said, I got some crazy stories, man. I got some fun stories. No matter what, keep yourself positive and treat others kindly. God bless you. And if you are not Catholic, may your gods bless you. Hey, I appreciate that, Zane. I appreciate that. And yeah, that's what gets you through the darkness, right? Is the light, is the positivity. So if you can be positive in a negative situation, that's goated, and that's what I inspired to do. Even in the darkness, I want to be the light, but I appreciate that, Zane. And lift another and hold them until they can stand. True strength comes from within. Facts. Oh, Von D. Hold on, bro. Oh, how am I still in her? Yeah. But that's the thing too. Positivity may sometimes inspire negativity to rise, but negativity will always give way to positivity. Zane, that's fire. That's fire, Zane. Put that up there on the big screen. That's all facts. Always give way. You're always that positive energy. That's the energy that's desired most, right? That's the energy, but some people don't know how to tap into the frequency and don't understand it, and it may scare people sometimes when they feel it because they're not accustomed to it. But just embrace it. Positive is positive. Negative is negative. One does not exist without the other. They both are necessary. Negativity only gives light to positivity. The negative things helps us better understand and appreciate the positive thing. That's what I learned in life. Everything that I went through that was undesirable only made me appreciate what I did desire. So when I got those things, I didn't take them for granted. I don't take my wife for granted. I love her to death. And the things that we experienced together probably would have broke a lot of couples. When her mom went on hospice, I took care of her. And my wife couldn't do it, but it was during COVID time. So I didn't want her in a home. You know, they was about to put her in hospice. I didn't want her to pass away by herself. And my wife, she needed to spend time with her. She just couldn't do some of the things it took to take care of her. You know, mentally, she was there, but it was breaking her at the same time. You know, but she said she would have regretted if her mom passed away in a hospital or in a home somewhere. That it was hard for her to watch her mom go through that, but she needed to. She needed that time, and I needed to give it to her. I told her to quit her job so she can spend her job wouldn't give her the necessary time off. We didn't know when her mom was going to pass. She actually, she made it like almost a whole month. She made it like 3 extra weeks than what they gave her. So she was fighting. She fought. She passed away a week after my wife's birthday. So she fought to stay there for my wife's birthday. And it was hard. It was hard for me watching her like that, but I knew it was necessary. And 3 months after her mom passed, I lose my eyesight. Now, not only, and then mind you, my son is not even 1 yet at this time. We just had a kid. Her mom got sick, passed away. I lose my eyesight. My son not even 1 yet. We both new parents. We just got married 2 years ago. Like, can you imagine you've been married with someone for 2 years and then bam, they lose their eyesight? They literally half of the person that you married. But she stuck with me. She could have left. She didn't. Whole life changed. Not only did she lose her parent, her mother, but now her husband missing his eye. Her husband can't see now. And then a year and a half later, her father passed away. So now she lost both her parents and her husband legally blind. So we've been through some stuff together. It only made us stronger. It only made our bond even stronger. It made us appreciate one another more. That's what happens when you go through stuff with the right people. Appreciate you, 755. When you go through stuff with the right people, you're there to hold each other up. I believe Lady in Red said, love yourself enough to become your own hero. You know, you not only have to be strong enough to hold yourself up, but you have to be strong enough to hold the people up around you if they tilt or if they fall. So all the experiences that I had before, prior to that, it only built me up so I can endure what I'm enduring now. Without those experiences, I probably would have folded and broke. But see, I've been through a lot of shit. Been through a lot of shit. And it built me. It built me up. Gave me some calluses. So I was able to endure the rough work that I got to do now. I'm able to endure it. I know my strength. I know how strong I am. I know the limits I can push myself to. I've been tested. This ain't the first test I've had in life, losing my eyesight. This ain't even a test compared to half of the things I've been through. It's not a test. Built for it tough. Built for it tough. But that's what life go do, man. Life go throw curveballs at you, sliders and knuckleballs. You know, you got to be ready to hit either one of those out the park, or at least get on base. I was a 3-star athlete in high school, and my first love is baseball. I love baseball. I love playing it. I can't stand watching it. It's not fun to watch for me. It's always fun to play, but I don't have fun watching it. I don't know. Is that how it is? The things like we passionate about, we don't enjoy watching it. We rather do it. That's how I am. The things that I'm really passionate about, I rather do it than watch it. And if I can't do it, I'm not really interested in watching it. What up, those? How do you say your name? I apologize. Is it Sabara? Sabara. I like that name though. That's a dope name. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And you came in right when we're about to end. But yeah, I appreciate you. Hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come through. We had very thought provoking conversations over here. Y'all feel free to sub up, make yourself at home over here. We're gonna have some good conversation. All is welcome. This is the home of the 9%. This is the honeypot. You know, the women supporters are awesome over here. You go feel love, you go feel joy coming over here. We make a good peaceful environment where we all can grow. So definitely, no matter what where you come from in life, your belief, any of that, you know, you're welcome. Yeah, but yeah, so that's what life is gonna do. You know, it's not gonna be fair to us. It's not go. We're not gonna get participation trophies. So you got to buckle up and get ready for the ride. You just got to buckle up and get ready for the ride because it's gonna be rough and tough terrain. It ain't gonna always be a smooth sailing, but it ain't gonna always be rough. You know, you embrace the good times, enjoy them, and use that energy to help you weather through the bad times. Hold on to those good times because when the bad times come, them good times can get you through it. You know, some of my most painful times, I had to revert mentally back to some of my best times. And by the time you look up, you didn't weather the storm. You got through it. Do you believe in God? It's cool if not. I'm gonna say this. It's the word belief, right? I'm really into words. You see, my name is the word. I'm really into word. So when you say belief, right, you have to understand the concept of belief. Belief is accepting something without proof. So when I say I don't believe in God, I know God. I have a connection with the Creator. So I don't believe in too much. Belief for me, I use belief until I know. So I am very in tune with the Creator. So it's not that I believe, is that I know God. And even in the sense, um, I don't do anthropomorphism. I don't know if you know what that word means, anthropomorphism, but I don't do that. So our understanding or concept of God may be different, but I do know the Creator, the Divine, the Most High, the Elohim, the El Shaddai, whatever you choose to call it, Yahweh, Jehovah. My understanding may be a little different, but I do believe, I do know the Creator. Anthropomorphism. You don't know what that is? You spelt it, so you have to know what it is. Man, you spelled that word right. Or did you just say it into the text talk? Did you just say that into the text talk, or did you? If you type that out, then you have to know what it means. That was good. I can't hold on. Let me see. Well, you no, you did spell it. It's not pro. It's po. P-O. Morphism. You close though. You really close. It's not pro. It's po. P-O. Anthropomorphism. It probably did. I got a high palate, so sometimes when I talk, my tongue roll. So yeah, it's anthropomorphism. Yeah, it's anthropomorphism. Yeah, but yeah, you was real close, and that's not an easy word to spell. But if you want me to explain what it is, do I still have that slide? Hold on, I probably got that slide. No, I don't think I made a slide for that, did I? No, I didn't make a slide. So anthropomorphism is giving human characteristics or behavior to something non-human. Like when we give characteristics or behavior, like when they say God is jealous or he, um, I equate the creator much more than what we can perceive or conceive. Um, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a male, because that's like when you understand that word, it's a psychological word. Humanize God, basically, yeah. Like when they humanize God, when they turn God into a human. Yeah, I don't do all that. That to me, for me, in my understanding, um, that's kind of blasphemy. So now I know the creator is much more. We talking about the the energy that created air, created gravity, created nature so perfect to complement one another. Look at nature, how it complements one another. Created the universe. Like that's a perfect design. And to say that has to be something like me, that's not even for me, it's not, you know. Oh yeah, to the soul of a person or a dead man don't talk. Out of space and time, definitely. But we do that to understand. So I know why people do it, because it makes people um it gives people a way to understand, you know. It's by association. That's just how we learn things, is we associate it with something else. But you know what I tell people too? Everybody got their own vehicle. Everybody is gonna understand things the same way. And I'm the type of person is I don't need people. I don't need um with my beliefs or my knowing, with my connection. I don't need anyone to validate it. And my connection is gonna be different from the way other people connect. Some people may need different religions. People may need spirituality. People may need metaphysics, philosophy, science. People use science to connect to the creator or to understand. We all got our own different vehicles, and I don't knock a man for no vehicle they use. This as long as you can do right by people. Just be respectful, be honest. Yeah, I mean, you ain't got to be honest. Just be respectful to people. Just be if you can't deal with them, leave them alone. You'll find your way home. Oh yeah, I already know. I already know. Oh, I can break that down. Hey, you will like this channel. I break that down. Um, yeah, I can break all that down, but I know it's controversial, so I don't try to get into it too much. But if people try to use things to weaponize against me, then I have to educate. Then we have to go through the um then we get into a more educational, uh, more academic conversation. You know, as long as I don't, you don't attack me with nothing, then we good. You know, but once I get attacked, I have to defend myself. So I do that with education when it comes to even spirituality. Even science. HD, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I apologize from your name. I don't know if you male or female. I don't want to say, bro, and you're a female, and I don't want to say, ma'am, if you're a bro. So, if you don't mind, if that's cool, are you male or female? Just so I know, But I appreciate you. I like the sauce you dropping in the chat. And when I say sauce, this is what I mean. Because you new here. Anybody new when y'all hear me say sauce, that's the divine knowledge or wisdom within you that you share. That's what I call sauce. You know, is the divine wisdom that you share. So if you hear me say, "Oh, that person dropping sauce," that's wisdom. That's knowledge. You know, that's something somebody can benefit from. Who wants to eat spaghetti with no sauce? Who wants lasagna with no sauce? So when people drop the sauce, it's appreciated. But that's just my little lingo over here. So I appreciate the sauce. I had a whole thing with the sauce dripping over here. But yeah, a lot over here is a lot of intellectual, a lot of bright minds come through here. We share ideas and concepts. So it's great. Oh yeah, and that's the thing, over here. No, this ain't one of them type of shows. No matter what, young Riaz, he Islam. We don't hate on nobody's belief. For me, people got their own different perspectives, and I can learn from everything. So even though I may not believe in what other people believe in, I may not rock. I'm always still interested to hear because maybe their perception or maybe the information they have is valuable. It could be a missing link. So, yeah, I don't shun no one for their beliefs or understandings, no matter how it is, as long as it's respectful. I think, we all adults. Everybody comes from different walks of life, and it's good to be adults. But you have to have adults, and we got a lot of adults over here. So, yeah, as long as everything is respectful, man, you can say whatever you want, brother. And it's like I said, people come from different walks of life. So, you know, definitely you're free to speak. But I know what you're saying. The kingdom of God is within. I be trying to tell people that, and when you see God within you, that's how you create that divine connection, and you begin to understand. That's what it did for me. When I stopped looking outside myself and looked inside, um, that's when I find the divine presence, and I understood. When they say God animated Adam by blowing breath into him, that was the essence of God. That's that spark. That's within all of us. You know, Jesus Christ even said the kingdom of God is within. So, looking outside yourself, for that's why so many, in my opinion, that's why so many people lost because they looking for something that's within outside, and that right there, um, you can lose yourself. So I definitely resonated when you said that. And like you said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I know that because that's been my whole life. Just because I got knocked down, I never got knocked out. And I was able to get up because I had that spirit within me. The divine would not allow, like when they say the anointed one, man, I promise you, is the things I've been through. I shouldn't be here, but it's for a higher purpose. And when I finally found that purpose, the peace I found within that purpose, and it's to help people connect with the divine. And that's through, I get my way. Everybody got their own way. And it's through the completion of self, you know, um, combining your soul with your spirit so you can have the whole spirit through your actions. So mind, body, and soul. Those are three aspects of ourself that need to complement. Too many times our mind is at conflict with our soul, our spirit, our feelings. You may feel one way and think another way. They need to be in harmony or balance. We're not taught enough about our emotions. They don't tell you that's your soul communicating with you, your feelings. That's the energy, emotion, energy and motion. That's what emotions are. Is energy and motion. The way you feel emits a frequency. And that's what I'm doing too, HD. And that's why like even um and that's why I do this. You know, I tell my story and I give the information. You know, at one point I did try to fix people, but you truly can't. You know, that has to come from within. They have to have that desire. They have to want that for themselves. Only thing you can do is make people aware. You know, you can give them the information, but they still have to digest it themselves, and they go use it the way they choose to. So I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. You know, people got to fix themselves. You can only assist, and that's if they allow you. And a lot of times they won't allow you. Definitely, definitely. That's why, like on this channel, I always say share. You know, I never try to force belief. You know, but I do bring people the information. You know, I will bring you the information and I'll leave it there. And if you choose to use it, you use it. If you don't, then leave it for somebody else, you know. So I just try to, on this channel, I try to be more informational. Now, on my life coaching channel, that's a little different, you know, because by trade, I'm a life coach. So on that channel, I'm giving effective ways to get through different things. But on this channel, it's more of me just sharing my experience and sharing some of the knowledge that I uncovered over through the years. Different things, history, religion, spirituality, science, a little bit of everything, metaphysics, psychology. I'm really into psychology, you know, behavior and personality. I like talking about those because not only can you identify it in other people, but you can identify it in yourself. You know, I believe in self development. So, you know, no one can be perfect. You know, perfection is not judged until the end of the product, till the product is finished. But you can strive to be the best version of yourself. So that's why I try to enlighten people about it's not perfection, but progression. You got to keep progressing. Just work on becoming a better version of yourself. If you identify a flaw, try to fix it. You know, that's how I look at it. Became a fool until I got humble. And see, you know what I learned about knowledge? Knowledge is only knowing. So when we think we know everything, that's like you said, we know nothing. And I had that experience too. You know, I wouldn't say I got humbled, but um, yeah, I can say I got humbled. I got humbled. And knowledge is only the stepping stone to wisdom. And to get wisdom, you have to practice knowledge over time. That's an occult formula for knowledge. Like there's occult practices, the ancient Egyptian order that they had a formula for knowledge, and it was, I mean, for wisdom, and it was knowledge practice over time. That's what it translated into. So you can have the knowledge, but can you practice it? Can you put it into play? And that's when it becomes wisdom. It's like the concept of understanding, understanding, and overstanding, right? So understanding will be aware. You're aware of something. So say if we talking about a TV, we give you an analogy. This is one of my favorite analogies. So when you're talking about a TV, you understand it. That means you can control it. You can turn it on or off. But if you understand it, you can fix it. You can maintenance it. But if you overstand it, you can create it. You can make a TV. So even knowledge has levels to it. So overstanding, to simplify that, it'd be more like comprehending versus understanding, right? Because understanding in the definition form is to know the beginning and the end. But comprehending is knowing how you go from the beginning to the end. So the methodology, how you get from point A to point B, what it takes to get from the beginning to the end. And then they say, understanding you're under the information, understanding you're in it, and overstanding you're over it. But the cult is, but that's why I gave you the analogy the way I did. E Money in the building. What up, brother? Appreciate you. There's so many hungry people in this world, and they try to fill that hunger with drugs, alcohol, etc. They gravitate towards things that stop that hunger, but it never gets filled. It never do. E Money in the building. I got to watch back BDB's thing. I don't know who won E Money. I think no. Tay started a live when I was watching. Is the word like a brand? You know what? This was actually a name given to me by one of my mentors. He actually called me. I don't know if you know who the Hootie was or Thote. He called me Baby Thote, and I just think that's too elaborate. So I just took the concept of Thote and turned it into the word. Um, I was gonna make the word a brand, but I got my life coaching business, and then I have the 9%. So the 9% is a brand. I might brand the word. I'm thinking about it, but definitely the 9% is getting branded, and that's just a better you is a better us. The better we are individually, the better we are collectively. We're a band of misfits that try to seek solutions for different things that goes on. So, motivation, education, inspiration, and we have fun while we're doing it. You can do all those three things, but if you live in, you need to enjoy it a little bit. So, yeah, that's a brand. That's what I'm working on now with Tay Eats and another young lady, Antisocial. And then we got two new members, Intrinsic Motivation and Satina Love. We have a social media department where, people who want to join, our tribe for our social media. But then, like, the three of us who started the brand, we're building off of here. So we trying to get this other thing going where it actually benefits real live people, and it can be people from on here or off of here. But yeah, so that's a brand. But I've been told to brand the word. I might, I've been told to brand it, so I am. I'm a brand it. Um, but it's just so many things I'm doing right now. I'm trying not to put too much on my plate at one time, but my brain, man, if you only knew the ideas and concept, everything to go through my head simultaneously, is like I gotta write a lot of stuff down because I forget. I think something, then won't think about it again for a couple weeks. Mission trips. When I worked in the hospital, I did that a lot. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking to HD right now. HD was asking me about my name. Is it a brand? So that's what I'm talking to HD about right now. So the subject, I'm no longer talking about the subject. So that's what I'm talking about. YAWA. Why? Why? Is that how you say it? Why? A Sufi teacher, scholar, and writer. That's what's up. That's what's up, Riyadh. That's what's up. But yeah, so yeah, I'm working on all that. I've been on here for about a year now. We changed the show up a couple times. Why? You laughing at that, Commander? through someone else's eyes. You cannot see a fault. You recognize same faults in others that's in you. Yeah, that's why I do self-reflection every night. I do it every night. And I'm open to criticism all the time. I understand. Um, I'm open. That's why I'm open to criticism. Even when someone criticizes me, I want to see if it's truth in it, but I just won't accept anything, right? Like if you can't show me, like if you can only tell me what you think or what you feel, and you can't show me through my actions, then, I have to be aware of that too, you know. So, because you can be manipulated or misled just by being that open to criticism, but definitely I check myself, and I got 6 mentors. I got people who watch my shows, and they critique me. My sister has her PhD in psychology and education. She watched my shows and she will critique me in a second. My dad is probably one of my best critiquer. He always got something, to say. My wife, I got people around me who keep me grounded and keep me humble because um, I mean, I need that. I think everyone does, but you have to be receptive to that. You have to be receptive to people telling you things that make you feel uncomfortable. But I'm so comfortable being uncomfortable, it don't bother me no more. But earlier in my life, it did bother me. I can always admit that when people criticize me, it used to bother me because you don't want to hear things about yourself. Everyone wants to look highly of themselves, right? Um, so when someone comes through and say this or that or that or this, um, we don't want to look at ourselves in the mirror because sometimes you have to see those demons within you, and that's uncomfortable to people. But the more you do it, the more you understand how beneficial it is. How um, if something is true, then it's true. It should not make you feel uncomfortable because it's a fact. It's something that can be observed and confirmed. So if it's true, it's true. So either fix it or um, accept it. But then if it's false, then it's false. So why even be upset at that? That's how I look at criticism. So if someone earlier came in here and said, I changed, I'll be 40 this year. Yeah, I'll be 40 this year. If someone next month actually I'll be 40. If someone came in here and said earlier, I changed, and I told them I know I changed. I can tell you exactly how I changed. I even told the people who rocked with me, I am changing. If you listen to me, I'm going to do this. I literally laid out, always been transparent because for me, clarity is important. And if people came here to support me and I was giving them one thing and I changed to another thing, I want them to I want to give them the opportunity to say yay or nay. Hey, I still support you or I don't. Hey, I'm going in this direction now. Hey, I'm doing this now. I always did that. And the people who support me still support me. It's people who critique me all the time and I'm fine with it because they may see things in me that I may not. When you doing stuff, sometimes you don't know you're doing it until you ain't doing it no more. And then you go back and look like, dang, I really did that. Fully aware of that. That's why I listen to criticism. It doesn't even have to be constructive. It just has to be valid. Just show me. Like you have people say you did something, or then you say, well, what exactly did I do? Like when a person say I changed, how did I change? Okay, I'm not cool with X, Y, and Z no more. Okay, did you ask me why? Did you ask them why? Or is this just something you seeing from the outside? Is cause and effect to everything in life. That's a natural universal law, cause and effect. For every action, there's a reaction. So when things happen, you can't just look at the result. You should look at the stimulant or the problem that caused the result or the situation, how you want to conceive it. So if you see someone like in our society today, we see people do things and then we judge them predicated upon their action. But very few times do we see what led to that. If we can understand what leads to things, we can prevent things. And it'll be different with everyone else. All just say mass eliminators, the people who do the mass elimination, all of them do it for different reasons. So just to say they did it, if we can't identify what triggered, what caused it, we gonna keep having the same problems. So we go prepare to weather the storm of a mass elimination versus doing things and changing things to prevent them. That's what the solution seekers are. We look at things not from the end result, but from the beginning. We see how things led to the end. And that's how we find solutions to problems. If you look at the word hospital, the etymology of hospital is hospice, which means care center. A hospice or hospital is only there to keep you comfortable, is to care for you, not to treat you. That's in the word itself. The words build concepts. Words create anticipation of what actions are going to unfold. So if you go to a hospital, you think you're being treated. No, they're going to care for you. That part right there. And lady, I'm telling you, I don't even believe in judging people. Like if you, I'm just aware. I just like to be aware, and I understand if it's for me or not. But just because something is for me doesn't make it bad, doesn't make it good. It's just not for me. So judging a person, for me, like you said, you have to judge. I'd rather judge myself than judge someone else. I rather utilize that time and that energy to work on things that I need to work on versus uh, focus on what other people need to work on. The only time I do that is when I get paid to life coach. I don't go around like critiquing anyone. But if I can't vibe with it, like I said, that don't make it bad. It just means that's not for me. That's how I look at it. I see things all the time that's not for me. That's not what's desired in my experience. But that doesn't make it bad. That just means it's not for me. So judging, I eliminated that and replaced it with awareness. Just being aware, you know. Uh, but yeah, judging people, it don't benefit me. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point, HD. It's like there's no point for me to I can't stay the same. That's just not life. Everything changes, the seasons change. Everything that's for a reason. Look at nature. In nature, if you don't change or adapt, you get left behind. That's what happens naturally. OMG, it's 4 o'clock. Well, let me get my butt off here. I appreciate everybody rocking out, man. Y'all have been amazing tonight. I plan on coming. If I don't come on tomorrow, I'll definitely be on Tuesday. I'm gonna talk about emotional addiction. I don't know if y'all are aware of it, but emotional addiction is a real thing, and we gonna break it down. I'm gonna bring that to the forefront. And that will lead into. I got 2 other shows after that, but I want to bring that concept. I've been working on it for a while. I might have to do it in regular mode. So if you're new, do me a favor, hit that subscribe and put on that notification bell, because I probably won't be in a vertical live stream talking about this one because I got to do a presentation. But I will be live I post it early either today, Monday or Tuesday. But let me get my butt off here. Miss Tracy, y'all know what I always say, care about how you feel, and these the conversations that create nations. And if I said anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody to tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time, We out.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change